So today we're going to the smoker to smoke up some corned beef. But let's go through some steps, y'all, to make it delicious and make it right. Let's get to it. What's up, good people? It's that time of year, springtime. We got celebrations coming. We got what? We got Easter. We got St. Patrick's Day. So I had to get me a corned beef brisket. Got the flat. What we gonna do? We gonna smoke it up. But I'm making a shift out of it today because I'm gonna be rinsing this for 8 hours, pouring out the water and changing the water every 2 hours. So let's get started with that. The price wasn't bad on it either, $4.99 a pound. Y'all know how it is in these times with beef. Ooh, can't beat that. $13.97 for the whole thing. 2.7 pounds. So let's cut it open. Don't look too bad. Some decent fat up in there, so we can still have some flavor. It smells good. All right, let's go on over here to the sink, y'all. We want to rinse these babies here, boy, because if you don't, it's going to be extremely salty. And we can't have that, especially for us older people, you know. You don't want to be going around here, you got hypertension and high blood pressure, so get that salt out of there. It's still going to be enough salt in here left to have flavor. They put a lot. You want it to be deeply submerged. So that's why I got this big pot, and that right there is good enough. So I'm gonna just put this in the refrigerator and set the timer for 2 hours and do it all over again. Set timer for 2 hours. All right, folks. So we got our seasons here. So we gonna jazz it up to our own liking. Add whatever seasons you like. You don't need no salt, but we gonna make it flavorful. We gonna make this corned beef pop. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. All right, first of all, a little sweetness to help balance out that saltiness. So I'm not going crazy. I'm gonna go with a half tablespoon of brown sugar. So I got a half teaspoon of garlic powder, half teaspoon of onion powder, half teaspoon of dried thyme leaves, half teaspoon of dried dill. I guess I got about maybe a half teaspoon, 3/4 teaspoon of mustard in here, so we're just gonna use it all. A half teaspoon of marjoram, half teaspoon of cumin, and we're gonna do a half teaspoon of allspice, a half teaspoon of coriander, and of course, a half teaspoon of black pepper. And then I have some paprika, so I'm gonna say a teaspoon of that as well. And that should cover that corned beef nicely, get it all mixed up. And I think we're gonna be flavor packed on that. Finish rinsing it. Then once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and season it. And most likely, I'm gonna go ahead and cook it tomorrow. Folks, it is time for the 2 hour refresh of water. Look at how it look now. All right, that's that solution there. Let's load up again with some fresh water. So I'm gonna make sure the water is super fresh. Get all that old water out of there. All right, it's nicely covered again, refreshed. We're gonna do 2 more after this. I'm not gonna show you after that, but we're going into the 4th hour right now. All right, we are done with our rinsing and soaking process. So I went for 6 hours. So I just changed it out 3 times because it looked like it was, getting done enough for me. So I'll let y'all check it out. See, it didn't change colors and then got a little lighter. I was like, okay, it looked like enough salt may have been drawn out to me, but we will soon find out after we cook it. So that'll be the ultimate test. So a nice amount of moisture is on there. Go ahead and throw this avocado oil on here. Really don't need a binder, but I'm gonna throw this oil on there. Give it a little more fat, help it out a little bit. Let's get our secret rub on here. We can go ahead and cover it up. There's no salt in here. Don't forget them sides, y'all. Look like I made just enough seasoning. I said it's a small brisket, just under 3 pounds. The rub looks good on there already. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait till tomorrow. Make it easy on myself, get on up early in the morning and get this baby done. So in the meantime, I'll see y'all folks in the morning outside. I just put a few new coals up in here. I got this little split of hickory wood, and that should keep me low and slow around that 225 to 250. Let's get this fire started. And that's it, y'all. Tumbleweed. I got it at about 125 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and get this on here right now. Look how beautiful this baby looking. Yeah, baby. All right, so I got my meter probe up in there. I'm gonna let this go to about 160 degrees internal, but I'm gonna go ahead and check it in an hour. Yeah, I know we got that hickory wood, and it's all good. All right, folks, let's make us up a spritz real quick. First of all, H2O, some Worcestershire sauce, and a little balsamic vinegar. Spritz is made. All right, folks, we are 1 hour in. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Yeah, look at that. So I'm gonna get about another hour, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it, and then we're gonna wrap it once the bark gets set on here. Let's give it a look-see. Give it a little spritz. Get that little corner there. Want to stay moist. Keep this baby juicy. That's hour number 2. So give it about 45 minutes, see what we looking like. All right, folks, it's been 45 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing wrapped. It is hot. So you see I got my foil here. I'm gonna do a triple wrap. Pull some of this liquid out. Create like a braising effect. All right, let's get some butter. Everything's better with butter. So we don't need a whole lot. That should be good enough. Give it some separation now. See a little sugar and spice, everything nice. A little maple syrup. All right, let's give it a tight wrap. That right there. Hope we don't get no spillage. We still gonna monitor it. All right, back on the smoker. It is time to take this baby off. It's at 195. So now we're just gonna let it cool down for about an hour and a half and get to eating. Y'all know we gotta have the cabbage. We're gonna make it simple, do it in 4s. Bam. Skin these babies up. Got them smooth now. Like that, so we can get them coated a little better when we season them. We're about to roast this, so we're doing ours a little different. So I don't want no wet vegetables. Nice and crispy. That's what I'm going for this time. A little salt and pepper. You know we need some garlic powder. A little thyme. And let's do a little Parmesan. All right. Do your recipe how you want to. Salt and pepper, Parmesan. That's it, baby. It's gonna be some good eating. Damn, I like that. They got a little air to breathe. Cabbage on there, real nice. I'm just gonna spread y'all out like that. These are going in the oven approximately, I guess, about 40 minutes. And we got it at 425 on the convection setting on the oven. All right, I'll see y'all back when it's done. Put you to the right. And you to the left. All right, this has rested for an hour. It certainly looks good. Let's see what we got here. Like the way it's slicing. All right, I'm plating it up. Got these vegetables. Oh, it's nothing better than roasted vegetables. Oh, yeah. So now what we came here for. I'm so glad that I rinsed the salt off because it is perfectly seasoned. And with the seasons that I had, it pops, baby. And that's why I took it to 195 so it wouldn't be, I didn't want to shred it. I wanted it just like this. Super delicious. Everything is just right. I had to give me another slice. But check this out. Y'all saw how it was done. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And please like, subscribe, and share it with somebody. And keep on coming back. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.